Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a scene for Kingdom of the Southern Gate. So, after her amazing night with Dominic, while Rose is sleeping, deep, deep, deep in her sleep, she begins to realize that she's not sleeping anymore. And she's kind of laying on the floor of like a field in what seems to be like a bog under bright moonlight. The moonlight's so bright it's almost shining like sunlight damn near actually. It's just the brightest full moon it could be. And it's very much kind of that feeling of almost being confusingly clear. And she just hears this odd humming song and just people kind of chanting and whispering softly in a language she's heard, but she doesn't fully understand yet. It's Swedish, actually.
All right. So she tries to concentrate on the music.
Okay. If she does, she notices it's kind of coming from all around her. And there are people that are basically watching her from behind masks.
Oh, that's creepy. Well, she's going to just walk around and see what all is there.
Basically, it's like a clearing. And she is naked, actually, she realizes.
Okay, she'll notice and she'll just kind of shrug her shoulders and be like, whatever, and it doesn't bother her.
As she's kind of walking around and searching, she'll notice this figure steps out, basically. She realizes that she was there, but she steps out. Basically, kind of almost like rising from where she was sitting on the floor. Though she was sitting on the floor of this bog, not a speck of dirt would dare touch her as her long curtain of red curls falls down her back. She's full nude and curvy and literally probably the most beautiful woman Rose has ever seen.
She's captivated.
And her head will tilt and her lips will curl as she basically walks towards her. And she'll kind of tilt her head.
She'll take a few steps towards her. Who are you?
She speaks in Swedish, and you realize you understand her. Like, you've been picking up
Oh.
Swedish at home and things like that,
Mhm.
but you realize you're just getting her.
Okay.
And she'll say, "They call me the lady. I believe your tongue with Domi is Freya, goddess of beauty, love, fertility, magic."
She kind of gasps a little bit.
You and your lover, you have drawn me here. What you share between you is deep, even though the both of you may not see it yet.
Are you talking about Dominic?
Yes. I want to come back to the world. I miss the place of men.
She kind of blinks. Why are you talking to me?
I want you to be my mother. And I want him to be my father. I know you're not ready. And I know you and he have a complicated relationship.
Rose's head is kind of swirling right now, and she closes her eyes. So, we would have you as our child.
I would recognize you and he as my mother and father.
And when she can't seem to find her words right now.
I would take seat in you now, as your womb is ripe for me. But I can tell that that would lead to strife. And I am a goddess of love. Why would I do that?
She'll just slowly nod.
You could be the mother of a goddess. More than a queen.
You would. When we're ready, would you be there still?
I can rest in the temple of your body for now. It seems a very cozy home. You will be asked soon to serve the needs of men. That makes me feel even more welcome. I like that you embrace your sexuality. That you don't allow men to control you through it.
She'll kind of smile. No, I don't. So, she's kind of like trying to wrap her brain around this. So you would basically, I would take you in and you would lie dormant in me until we were ready to birth you, correct?
I would need you to. I would need you to commune again.
Of course.
But as long as you and he. She'll blink thinking for the words in like human speak, basically.
Uh-huh.
Because frankly, ideas like consent and acquiesce don't exactly fucking come to the mind of a god. It's freakish enough. As long as you agreed together that you wanted me, I would be a good daughter. She'll tilt her head.
Rose will kind of stretch her hand out.
She'll reach out and catch up her fingertips. She feels so warm. Oh my god, she feels so warm.
When we're ready, I would be honored to have you as my daughter. And she'll press her hand to her face and stroke her cheek.
I'll lean into it, like very happy. I have a gift for you.
Oh.
Something I think that you like, although it's not very shrug. She'll walk over to some effect, and there's a cloak, like a no human could recreate this cloak. And she'll sink her fingers into the feathers and pluck two, and use a strand of her own fiery red hair. She'll kind of pull out a few strands of her hair and kind of wrap them around the two feathers joining them. And she'll hand them to Rose, and she'll say, "Go ahead. Think of the feathers. Connect to them. Watch what happens."
She'll take them and she'll concentrate. Take a deep breath.
When she does, and you can do this twice per day, back and forward, she drops, like where she's standing, and kind of hits the floor, and she realizes she's smaller. And she'll kind of giggle at her softly and hold her arm out, like kind of lean down and hold her arm out for her.
Wait, who is smaller, Rose or?
Rose. Right. Rose is smaller.
Rose is smaller. Oh my god. Rose will look up and she'll hold out her arm.
When she holds out her arm, she basically sees a wing. Where her arm should.
She'll like look over and be like, wow.
She'll make an involuntary falcon cry. Like her laugh, not a falcon cry.
That'll just startle her even more.
She'll giggle and she'll tap her arm and say, "Come on."
As Rose will flap her arms, her wings.
It's a little awkward, not gonna lie, but it's also kind of inherent. Like it feels like she could fly if she really wanted to.
I'll just say it takes her a couple of tries to really get up off the ground, and then she'll land upon her arm.
And she'll smile at her and kind of stroke her feathers. And she'll kind of giggle at her. There you go. You have 2 feathers. You can do it twice per day.
She'll just kind of nod.
Alternatively, you give 1 feather to Fasar, and you could change once per day, and he could change once per day, and you could fly together.
Oh, she loves the idea of that. Oh my god.
She'll smile at her, or she'll smile at her. Do you mind if I set a guardian to protect you? More a minder to watch after you.
Okay.
She'll whistle softly. Of all things that runs up, a this is gonna sound really strange, but a little.
Okay.
I swear to God, Rose, a little micro pig walks up.
Oh Jesus.
A little micro piggy thing walks up. Basically, it looks like a little boar. I'm not fucking around, like a little teeny boar, but it's a little micro piglet, like a little teeny boar piglet. And it's adorable. It's one of those things where it's like, oh Jesus God, oh my God, no. So imagine if somebody just took a boar and made it a micro pig.
Yeah. She's
all like distorted the fuck out.
Yep.
To people, this would just look like one of those designer pet pigs. But
I have to take it with me everywhere.
no, he's just your pet. His name is Halfdan.
Okay. What are my husbands going to say?
If they wouldn't want to see you the mother of a goddess, they don't deserve to be your husbands.
She kind of like is taken a little bit aback by that, and she's like, okay.
Just shrug. There you go.
She'll say, so how do I change back?
You just concentrate on turning back, preferably not on my arm, though. She'll lean down and let her back on the floor.
she'll move down off of her.
Just put her down.
And then she'll take a few steps back so she's not like right next to her. And then concentrate on becoming Big Rose again.
She actually just boop.
So, oh, that was easy.
She'll smile and she'll say, I only have one thing to ask of you.
Okay.
Could you name me something like Faith or something like that? I don't want to be known as Freya.
She'll nod, of course. I'll veil it.
She'll nod.
She'll
kind of come up and cup her cheeks.
She'll nod and she'll give her a hug.
She'll hug her. I can't wait till we're together again.
She smiles. Me either.
And she'll wrinkle her nose at her and kind of giggle.
She'll tap her on the nose.
She'll smile. I'm going to send Halfdan to your house because I highly doubt Fausta would be very happy if you woke up with a piglet in bed.
Probably not.
And she'll smile. Remember me.
How could I forget? She'll say, how can I forget?
I'll just be waiting inside of you. And she'll smile. And she'll basically, yeah, she'll touch the part of her ribs that are like right under her heart, and she'll slide her hand down to her pelvis and close her eyes and gasp. Rose can feel her like seat in like her womb, and she wakes up. It's more like she opens her eyes. She doesn't even really wake up.
Uh-huh.
And Dominic is basically just laying there sleeping gently.
She opens her eyes and she sits up.
He'll sit up and kind of realizing that she's awake and blink his eyes, kind of shaking the sleep out, and look at her. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just had a really wicked dream.
We'll kind of look over at the clock and kind of groan softly but smile.
Sorry,
It's
did I
5
wake
o'clock.
you?
No. Actually, we need to wake up. I gotta. He'll smile and shake his head. I gotta get back to the house, get the kids ready for school.
She'll nod. Right? Yeah.
She feels something in her hands.
She'll look down.
There are 2 falcon feathers in her hands, tied by a red string.
Rose will just like her jaw will drop. And she'll just kind of stare at them.
He'll kind of look over and kind of furrow his brow. Like he's trying to logic a fucking explanation for it, but it ain't happening. So I leave those? He'll kind of look around.
Yes. She's like in shock, disbelief, like.
Hey, what is it? He'll turn to her and he'll stroke her cheek, like very gently.
She'll set the feathers down in her lap. She'll take his hand. I thought it was a dream, but it might not have been a dream. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I should tell you this now or not.
His lips will kind of gently caress her shoulder. Look, I'm lost just as much as you, and I understand that sometimes dreams aren't dreams, and if it's something you need to process and you need to get it back to me later about, you do that. And it's okay.
She'll nod and okay. Yeah, I think that would be the best thing. She kind of like she's got she'll put one hand over her other wrist and just kind of like twist it back and forth a little nervously.
You okay?
I think so. She'll lean back and kind of stretch and
You look different. Not in a bad way. Just I guess that when you first wake up, you look so beautiful. He'll smile.
she'll smile and she'll lean over and kiss him.
You have this beautiful glow about you.
She kind of beams at that.
He'll smile and kind of crawl in and kiss her neck. Cuddle his head under her chin.
Yeah, she'll set her chin on top of his head and just kind of caress him and still trying to wrap her brain around the dream that didn't seem to be a dream. She's really not sure.
I hate to break this bubble, but we have to go. I hate it.
I know, me too.
Why can't I just wake up next to you and make you breakfast in bed?
One day.
I'll blush and smile softly.
We'll see each other again soon. Really soon.
I know. You and Rocky are always running around the spring court.
Yeah. I mean, I love Devin, and I miss him, so I need to, stop by and spend time with him.
He'll smile at her. He'll basically pull himself out of bed and he'll pull himself out of bed and he'll kind of get ready to go and get dressed and get things situated.
Yeah, she'll climb out of bed as well. She'll take the feathers and put them in her purse.
Mm-hmm.
She'll get dressed.
She notices that you can't really destroy them. Like if she notices they look delicate as fuck, but they're not at all. Like nothing would happen to them. She could sit there and like fucking roll them between her hands, try to crunch them, something like that, and nothing would happen to them. They just spring back to the way they are.
She'll think that that's actually pretty cool. But she'll still, handle them with care and just set them gingerly in there.
Okay.
And she'll put her clothes back on from the night before, smiling, reminiscing.
He'll smile. You okay?
Yeah, I am. I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
She'll smile and she'll wrap her arms around him.
He'll hold her so tight for a moment.
If I miss you, I'll just pop by your office and see if you're there.
Always.
She'll kiss him.
And he'll kiss her so sweetly and deeply. Now,
all right.
So after they part and after they say their goods and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
She does get word somehow, somewhere through Rocky about what's happening.
Oh yeah, she actually gets a text message. And when she reads it, the look on Rose's face when she's staring at her phone and remembering what Freya told her, she's just like, what the fuck?
So when she gets home to Boo Boo,
I imagine
Boo Boo
he's probably just getting in from work.
Boo Boo greets her at the door. Actually, the look on his face is very similar. It's not bad. He's just looking at her in like stark confusion.
Hello, my love.
He holds this up.
Ah! She squeals.
It squeals. And he just kind of it's like Mama. He'll like wave its little hooves and like it just wants to get to her.
She'll take him from Elias. And what was the pig's name again?
Halfdan.
She'll look at Elias and she'll say, "This is Halfdan.
You got a piglet."
I did. It's quite a story if you'd like me to tell it.
He'll shrug. He was making breakfast. he'll kind of go back to making breakfast. Just suddenly Piglet, and now he's confused.
She fucking cradles this goddamn pig in her arm.
He's
Like,
alive.
like it is her prized possession at the moment. Like, you know how, people carry their little dogs in their arms?
Yes.
That's exactly how she's cradling this pig.
He settles up against her like my lady is in her, and I like her. Yay! This piglet is in heaven.
That's awesome. She's thinking she's gonna have to get a bag for it.
A little piggy bag. Are you gonna get it from Piggly Wiggly? No, no,
No. No, she's gonna go to the fucking highest end pet store she can find and get the fucking
and find
you know
herself a damn pig bag.
yeah, for sure.
So her little
The
piglet,
fuck, Rose.
her little piglet will chill the fuck out under her arm, like just chilling. Like yeah, look at me. But she's gonna feather lock her fucking hair with them falcon feathers too.
She might. Yeah, she might.
And he'll smile. He'll kind of tilt his head, and for it's rare for Elias, but he'll actually give her a more genuine smile, and he says, "You look happy."
She smiles. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh, what a night I had last night.
I guess your day went well.
Yeah, it did. It went really well. And he can see how she's dressed.
And I imagine it's even a little bit more sloppier right now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
But
she
she's
doesn't.
not like
She didn't even bother to like get all the buttons to line up. Like she's just
she
kind
doesn't
of.
even have makeup on, does she?
No, it's all been swept off and kissed off, and yeah, her hair's in disarray. She's
She got all
yeah,
the shoved under the baseball cap. The fucking baseball cap's backward. Let's be real.
oh, it is. She's got the sunglasses. She's got the sunglasses tucked, in the collar of the shirt. Like
he actually takes a second to notice this little wild woman here. He kind of steps back like, damn, you look good. What the fuck?
she gives this sheepish smile. I was joking around with him. He said he wanted me to wear jeans, so I had to go shopping. I went shopping with Rocky on Monday.
Yeah.
And so but then I was like, oh, I could wear one of Elias's Hawaiian shirts, and he's like, yes, do that, and I'll wear one too. And I'm like, okay. So I got in your closet, got one of your shirts.
I noticed that you were wearing one of my shirts. It looks good. I don't mind when you wear clothes. You're swimming in it, but
Actually, she she looks down and she's like, I actually really like this one.
you can have it.
She'll smile, and she really only wants to keep it because memento.
He'll smile at her. You look absolutely adorable right now with your little piglet shoved under your arm, your hat backwards. It's amazing. He'll lean over and kiss her.
Do you want to snap a picture?
A together selfie or separately? Just of you.
How about both?
He'll smile and he'll take his phone out and he'll flip through to his camera and he'll get a picture of her first. Kind of smile at her, looking at the camera. He'll bite his lip, actually. Lex says it worked, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He had an early shoot today. And he'll kind of go behind her and wrap his arm around her waist. And at first the problem is that the angle is so high she kind of gets cut off because hello, 6 foot bajillion. And then he'll smile and he'll kind of adjust it and take a picture of them together.
She'll smile really wide.
I'll look at it. Oh, that's going on Insta. I won't
Oh,
tag you. Look you all up.
you gotta send me that picture.
He'll he'll send them both to her. He'll ping her in Messenger. He'll set his phone down, and he'll hold a piece of watermelon out to her and kind of press it to her lips.
He did what? Sorry.
He held a piece of watermelon to her lips.
Oh, she'll open her mouth and take it in very
I hate to
sensually.
do this. Like, oh boy. He'll say, I hate to do this to you. I would love to stay up all day and ravage your body, but I actually have to go to sleep pretty much the minute I eat because I'm due at noon for a conference.
Oh,
I could kill
okay.
somebody scheduling me a flex overnight the night before I was due for a conference, but I'm okay, and I picked up something to help me with the sleep problem. Not cocaine, a trinket.
She'll smile. Well, I can talk to you while you eat.
You could. He'll he'll pull over a fancy fucking quinoa bowl, pass her one little a smoothie bowl, little fancy shit doctor made here for her. The piggy sniffs at it like, ooh!
And she'll set the pig down, and she'll say, "That's not for you. It's mine."
He'll sit down. Boop. He'll flop
She'll
down
just
on his.
laugh. She just like shakes her head and goes, "I never knew a pig could be so fucking adorable."
I think your bacon wants food, but I don't know what's future bacon. He'll drop a blueberry down.
I will figure out what the bacon eats in a little bit. I need to
The
talk
bacon
to you.
apparently will eat a blueberry because he did eat a blueberry when he dropped it.
Oh, okay.
So he's just
Well,
dropping blueberries down to her bacon.
that's great. I'm glad that I caught you because I do need to talk to you. Um.
Oh.
So I got a message from Rocky. The Spring Court is in dire need of female escorts, and they're willing to offer me a chance to do that temporarily until they can find someone.
Outsourcing. How creative.
She'll shrug.
He looks as though he doesn't know if she's asking permission or not. Kind of look up.
She is kind of, yeah, she's not exactly sure. She's like, what do you think?
Oh, no, it's fine. He'll shrug. I think you would be well suited to being a sage escort temporarily. There's no way to say that without saying, I think you'd make a good whore. I'm trying to avoid that, so he'll lick his lips.
She'll smile. I was just told the other day by Claudio that he thought I'd make a fantastic sage escort, and then I had this. I don't know if it was a dream or if it actually happened. It's so weird. Would you believe me if I told you that one day I'm going to be the mother of a goddess?
Well, goddesses usually beget goddess, so of course.
She'll smile. Well, that's where he came from. Halfdan. Freya.
Seeing that you're throwing out names that I don't see any reason you should know, I'm listening.
Freya wants me to be her mother.
He'll blink.
She she sent Halfdan to watch over me, and she'll get up real quick and grab her purse, produce the feathers with the red string between them. She gave me these.
He'll hold out his hand as in a may I gesture.
She'll allow him to take them.
He'll pass them between his hands and just kind of look at them for a moment. Kind of, he's impressed, and I'll hand them back.
She wants me to be her mother and Dominic to be her father.
He'll nod. It does not seem as though that idea bothered him at all.
I thought it was a dream, but then I found the feathers and then the pig, and
The pig is a censure for me. The boar is the sacred animal of Freya and is said to always follow.
she said that she would be inside of me until I was ready to let her out.
But
So you don't think I'm crazy?
not because of that.
She'll look at him kind of surprised, like, oh, because okay, then why would you think I'm crazy?
Just smile at her. We're all a bit mad here, my dear.
Indeed. You almost have to be in this house, right?
He'll nod. That may explain the keys on the key rack.
Keys?
Mm-hmm.
What keys?
No point.
She'll go and fucking investigate these damn keys.
There's a set of car keys that are new that actually have her house keys on them, like house keys.
Uh-huh.
And he'll notice them. He'll point those keys.
What is it for?
It's for a car, my dear. Those are car
Well,
keys.
I know that, but I don't know. She rubs her temples like, oh.
Should we go investigate?
Do you have time?
He'll shrug. For you, I'll make time. And he'll wrap his arm around her waist and go outside.
I love you.
I love you too. And he'll walk with her, and he's like, "How do you feel otherwise?"
Feel amazing, actually.
I'll smile. You look amazing.
She kind of looks at herself all disheveled. Okay.
But you don't think that you look beautiful?
No, I do. She'll keep walking and just smile at him and go and figure out what these damn keys are to.
So she gets downstairs, okay?
Huh?
And in the parking spot that she goes to, there is a fucking Jaguar.
Whoa.
A Jaguar F-Type coupe. Like a dark, stormy gray one. And he just blinks.
Rose just stares like, what the fuck?
What the? It looks like this.
Oh my.
Yeah. And he just kind of tilts his head and looks at it. The piglet will kind of snort sweetly and like look up at her like it gets it. It understands.
Is that from?
He'll think about it for a moment and kind of like tilt his head. He'll chew his lip and think. Then he cracks the fuck up like he just got a joke that is going to leave him rolling on the floor. Like literally, you have never seen Elias laugh like this. Ever.
She'll look at him and
It
she'll
looks like
say,
he is literally about to hit the ground laughing.
"Can you clue me in on this, please? What is so
He'll,
funny?"
he literally has to get to the point where he can speak. He's laughing so hard. And he'll compose himself and he'll stand up and he'll say, Freya, her chariot is pulled by cats.
She just
It's a
like,
joke.
wow. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
She just like, her head is spinning and she is like, ah. She just kind of holds on to Elias.
He'll hold her.
Well, that was definitely not a dream.
I'm starting to feel no, it definitely wasn't.
I mean, it kind of felt real, but I woke up in bed.
Have you ever seen that show, The Amazing Johnsons? When we have some time, if you haven't seen it, we have to watch it.
Definitely. Date.
It's actually it is reincarnations of the Norse pantheon on Earth, who you will feel akin to it right now. He'll chuckle.
She'll smile. How do I get myself into these things?
He'll shrug. I don't know.
Maybe it's just what I'm meant to do.
Maybe. He'll kiss her lips gently and yawn. If you are going to do this, you're going to speak to Liam Hendricks. And I need to rest, so you should probably go and do that.
I need a shower and change clothes before I go and do that. I am not showing up at the spring court in this to talk to Liam.
But he'll not
but
be.
she'll but before she does, she's gonna tuck Elias into bed.
He'll lay down and go to sleep pretty quickly, actually.
She'll kiss him on the forehead. Kind of look at him. Close her eyes. I should feed the pig.
So when she gets back out to the kitchen for a moment, the pig is on the table, eating what was left in the bowls.
How did you get up there?
He answers her. She just can't understand it.
She just shakes her head.
He's just happily licking at the smoothie bowls, like nom nom nom, yummy yummy yummy.
I mean, she's gonna let him finish that off because, whatever. I need to go shopping. Am I okay? She looks at him. Am I okay to leave you here?
He'll nod at her.
Okay. No peeing or pooping in the house.
He'll walk. He'll hop down and he'll trot into the half bath. And after about 45 seconds to a minute, he hears the toilet flush and he'll trot back out.
That's fucking glorious.
And he'll sit down.
She breathes a giant sigh of relief, like, wow.
She even said his little front paws are wet. Like he washed his paws, like his little hooves. I don't know what the fuck you call pig's feet.
They're hooves.
Okay. And he'll sit down politely and gently snort at her.
She'll pet him and give him a little kiss. I've got some things to do. I'll be back later.
He squeals so happily, and then he'll run and hop into bed with Elias and like kind of cuddle up with him and go to sleep.
Oh my god, no. If that happens, she is going to grab her phone and take a picture. Because that's the most adorable thing, because she has to show Lexa later. Um, and and she is going to pull out her phone and message Lexa and be like, by the way, if you get home before I do, there is a pig here. He's little. You'll love him. He will cuddle with you. And his name is Halfdan.
He's just like, okay, baby, cool. Like, yeah, sure.
We have a pet.
We have a pet pig. Okay, cool. It's not the weirdest thing. He's already viewed for models. Yeah, so we can have a pet peacock.
And she's gonna go take a shower, and she's gonna pull on let's see. What is she gonna wear today?
She does notice that anytime she touches her pelvis, like her womb area, she just feels very warm, and it's like she can feel Freya.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually going to enjoy that feeling. Kind of keep her hands there for a few moments.
It's very similar actually to the feeling that she gets when she connects with Cade. Although right now it's not, she can't verbalize and talk to her and things like that. She can just feel her.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see. She's gonna put on a dress. We'll go with red. A red dress today. She's got the red affinity going on right now.
Right.
Yeah. A red dress that cuts off just above the knee. Some black high heels. And, she'll put on her face and do her hair and all that jazz. And
she does realize that when she goes to do her makeup and when she goes to put on her face, quote unquote, she doesn't have to. It hasn't changed her appearance. It's not like you'll gain anything from it. She just doesn't have to do as much. She doesn't have to she just doesn't have to go as far. Like, she doesn't have to put on as much makeup. She doesn't have to her hair behaves a little better. She doesn't quite have to do so much.
She'll be like, well, that's nice. I don't have to spend as much time getting ready now. That's awesome.
Right. I mean, she's got the living incarnation of fucking beauty in her. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, she does. So, she's gonna look in on Elias and Halfdan sleeping before she leaves.
Sweet.
She'll give Halfdan a little pet. I'll be back later. I'm gonna come back with all kinds of goodies for you.
Hold on.
And
Smart.
She's gonna fucking Google what pigs eat.
It'll give her an answer. It says basically that pigs are basically what the literature will say is that they're omnivores and they can eat basically essentially the equivalent of like your table scraps. You can feed them like
Okay.
pig chow, but at the same time, like you feed them like corn and like soy, and
Mhm.
you just kind of feed them like stuff, like just basically like
So
uh
basically, what we eat, they can eat.
yeah, you can basically they can't eat hold on. Um, so the one thing that basically like so you feed them just like the food, especially like rich in vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. But the other thing that you have to do is give them like whey protein, a little bit of meat, and especially in the form of like fish or chicken, cooked by the way, not raw. And then apparently every once in a while you need to feed them like you should feed them like a chocolate bar because apparently chocolate has like the best thing that they need basically
Okay.
for like a chocolate bar kind of has some of the stuff that they need that normally is given to them in other ways. Like twice a week, just give them a some form of a candy bar essentially.
All right. And she'll.
Also, the literature that you're looking at says that pigs can fucking bite you so hard that they can take like pieces off. So don't let your piggy bite
She'll be like, all right.
you.
She'll be like, he won't bite me, but I wonder if he'll bite others if I ask him to.
Right?
Hmm.
I've been bitten by a pig before. It's fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Well, there's a reason why pigs can eat bones.
Yes. Oh god, it is fucking ridiculous.
Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah. So she's fucking distracted now with this goddamn pig.
How to take care of my piggy 101. Fuck
She
pig.
is gonna go get in her fucking Jaguar.
Do you like that?
Oh my god, yes. And she's gonna go on up to the fucking spring court.
Purrs. When she drives it purrs and it roars. It's so pretty and it responds so beautifully.
It's like she was made to drive this thing.
Uh, I'm just so
Ugh.
happy. It's like registered to her and everything.
Wow, nice.
It's kind of that little like, I got you, mama. So yes, her pig is chill, she's chill, all that's chill. Game face. Go see the court whore.
Yep.
So when she gets there, she's told that Liam can normally be found at the Lion's Den, which is essentially the quote unquote pool house of the spring court.
Uh-huh.
It's basically like this kind of beautiful little pavilion with some rooms and some entertainment and fountains and fucking peacocks. It's really nice. It's like a fucking utter harem. And there's right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's 4 spring escort right now, including him. And she is directed to where she can find him. I don't, I don't think she's ever spoken to him in game, has she?
No.
Okay, has she ever even met him yet?
Was he at the gala?
No, actually, he was not because he was watching Devon.
Oh, okay. Then no.
You would know, actually. There's okay. You may have never crossed paths with him, but you hear about him a fucking lot because he's all but Liam's godfather, and like, or not, he's all but Devon's godfather, and like watches after Devon. He babysits Devon a lot.
Oh, yeah. So she would okay, yes. And she's gone with Rocky to go visit Devon and Liam. So they would have met, yes, for
Okay.
sure.
Yes.
A
So
few times, more than a few times. So she knows who he is. He knows who she is. Okay.
he's essentially kind of he's actually I'm gonna fucking not lie. He's a sage escort. He's laying back in a hammock with a
Of course
sarong
he
under
is.
his hips, just kind of looking out at the water, like just bliss the fuck out. His tail kind of flopping out the hammock. He's an incubus, and he doesn't have wings, but he has the little bit of kind of pointed canines on both sets, and very bright eyes, and his skin kind of that coppery tone to it with his slick back black graying hair. He's got like very dark steel gray hair. And although he still looks young, he still looks like he's in his late 30s. And his tail is just kind of, it's like a lion's tail, not like a devil's barb tail. And it's just kind of lazily like flipping in the breeze, and he's just kind of looking out, drinking some sort of a cool drink. We'll just kind of look over at Rose as he approaches, or she approaches.
She'll walk in and she'll smile.
I got the memo.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm here to inquire.
We'll smile at her. I think it was a fine selection on the king's part.
She'll smile.
He looks so fucking blissed out right now and tired. He's like rubbing his tummy. A yawn. What is it you want to inquire about?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you already know.
Well, I just assumed that you would be coming into the position for a little bit. Pun. And he'll smile.
Yes, but I probably should know what all it entails just to be on the up and up.
There are two things that you need to do. A short training session with me, and then you need to... There's a thing that Sage Escort must do. And if you're going to be one of us, then even though you're out of our court, you still need to do it.
Of course.
It's nothing undesirable, don't worry. And he'll kind of roll up, and he'll motion her to come with him. First off, you need to change.
She'll follow?
And he'll take her in, and he'll look at her dress and he'll say, "It is very lovely, but it's also quite professional."
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate it. And he'll fish through, basically, it's a wardrobe that has, it's got very beautiful robes and things like that in it, but not like fucking like wizard robes, like lounging around in robes and sarongs and things like that. And he'll kind of motion to it. You want to wear things that flow.
She'll nod. Okay.
Not that I don't appreciate your wardrobe, I do. And I appreciate the effort you put into looking beautiful. It's just you're dressed to impress. You, as a note, don't have to do this.
I know I don't have to. I want to. She'll smile.
He'll go behind her, and he'll smile, and he'll catch the zipper of her dress in his hands, and he'll very slowly draw it down. And he'll begin to gently take it off of her.
She'll allow him to do it.
And he'll take one of the other robes. Like he'll find one that complements her skin tone and is red too. He'll actually look for, since she chose to wear red today, he'll find something red. And he finds her a very beautiful kind of red and black one. The black one has like little black embroidered roses all over it.
Oh, of course. Yes. So,
makes sense, actually. It's not that hard to find a pattern.
No.
And he'll slip it on her. And it comes down to about a little past mid-calf. And if she cinches it across the front of her, it actually does do a good job of A, keeping her warm, and B, covering her to where she's not like flashing her red all over the place. Mm-hmm. But still comfortable and accessible. How's that?
She'll smile. I like it.
I always recommend that you pin your hair up in a loose bun. That's me. Some men like to, or women, if you wish to so incline yourself, like to pull it down, play with it. There's a level of mysteriousness added to pulling your hair up, but that's a personal choice. It's not me telling you what you should or shouldn't do. And in this, I wouldn't tell you what you should or shouldn't do. He'll kind of walk. As he's walking along, he'll kind of point to somebody that's a very handsome older gentleman who'll kind of look up and smile to her. And he'll say, "That's Victor. He's one of the other escorts."
She'll smile at him.
He'll give her a polite nod. He also looks like he's busy at the moment. So he goes back to kind of doing what he's doing. He's genuinely not trying to brush her off. He just actually looks busy.
Yeah, which is fine. She doesn't take any offense to it.
He'll lead her in to a very beautiful room. It's got like a bed and a couch and a chair and a small bar. And it looks just like a very nice courtesan's entertaining parlor. It's a little bit bare. And he'll tell her, you can decorate it however you want. This will be your quarters while you are serving as a sage. You don't have to stay here. This is just where you can entertain. It's your parlor.
She'll nod. All right.
Are you okay?
Yes. Just taking it all in.
A little bit nervous?
Maybe a little. Just don't tell anybody.
I may say things to you that seem redundant. It's not that I doubt your intelligence, it's just things that I need to make sure you know.
She'll nod.
Consent is of the utmost importance in both directions. You need to consent to what you are doing, and they need to consent to what you are doing for them.
Yes.
He'll fish into his pocket, and he'll pull out a bracelet and put it onto her wrist. It's literally just a very simple, like silver bracelet with like blue sapphires on it. This bracelet will prevent you from pregnancy and STIs. So you do not need to use protection if you do not wish to.
She'll nod. Okay.
As long as you are wearing that, you will neither become with child, were it a possibility. It rarely happens, I've heard. Or if someone were carrying disease, you'd be fine. And he'll smile at her. You're free to decorate the room, of course, however you wish. There's some things lying about, bits and ends, and there's a room that has many things that are kind of a bit of a lost and found for the kingdom, where they've been lost for so long that no one really cares anymore. Mm-hmm. So you'll probably find a thing or two in there, and I don't remember you hurting for money, so.
She'll smile. No.
Not everything here is about carnal love. Sometimes people need someone to listen to them, someone to hold them. It's not about sex. You're going to need to tell what your partner needs.
She'll nod.
At the end of the day, we are here to serve others. We are here to educate and to remind people why pleasure is such a revered trait. You may also need to instruct others in the way of lovemaking, or sometimes even in the literal physical roles of the body and dynamics, things like menstruation and the development of the body. Sometimes we get lost who are prepubescent, and when they begin to go through such things, they don't have anyone to explain it to them. I don't think you'll receive anyone like that. It's been some time, but it happens. Basically, anything that has to do with the reproductive organs or sex or desire involving a partner, companionship, sex therapist. I don't prefer prostitute, but companion, courtesan, any of those are our roles. As he's kind of walking around with her.
And she's listening and nodding and, really intently trying to take it all in. She does take it seriously.
I have it on good authority that you were chosen perfectly for this position.
She'll smile. I've been told by more than one person that I would be good for this type of position, so.
Do you have any questions for me?
She thinks. Not really.
He'll smile.
Actually, I do have one. How do you feel about another court serving in this position, even if only temporarily?
As long as the needs of those that seek a home and place in love, I wouldn't care if you served full time.
She looks surprised. Okay.
Are you ready for your task?
Yes.
There is a man. His name is Eric Rollins. He is what one would consider a difficult client. You have not been able to serve him.
She looks curious and a little concerned. Why?
That's for you to find out. I'll smile at her.
She'll smile back, like, yeah, of course it is.
Bring back proof that you have brought him satisfaction. And your parlor is yours.
Okay.
I'll smile at her. You ready to do this now, or do you want to do it another time out of game?
It's up to you. I'm good to go now. If you have to go, though, we can do it later.
It's fine. I can go for a little bit.
Okay. If you think it'll be over by the time you need to go.
So, She's given information to find this fellow. She can contact him and get him to come to the court. But he was, when she contacted him, which I imagine she tried to, very curt and gruff. And very short with her.
Okay. Well, she would definitely not be the same way back. And she would try and see if he would at least meet with her.
He'll tell her that he will meet with her later that night in the spring garden, but he doesn't think he'll have a lot of time for her, so don't expect much.
Okay.
I can already see your blood boiling. It's cute. So, that night, when she goes to the garden, there is a fellow there. And he looks like this.
It's motherfucking Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes. I think it's the guy from the Man on the High Castle or something like that. It's Rufus.
Oh, it looks a lot like him. That's funny.
Oh,
right.
no. I'll show you the picture more clearly in chat.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. It does look a little bit like it, but it's not.
Yeah, at first glance it does. But now I see, yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you a picture so you get a good idea of it. There. That's what he looks like.
Oh, okay.
He's basically kind of just leaning against the wall in the garden with his arms crossed.
Rose will take a deep breath and she'll begin walking towards him.
He pretty much does the same thing and just has his arms crossed. His lips are very tight and his jaw set tight too.
She offers him a very soft smile.
She notices that his eyes are very hard. He just has there's almost a very dangerous air about him. He doesn't seem to hold position in any court. There doesn't seem to be a mantle hanging about him. But he just has a very cutting demeanor to him. And so he's looking through her soul and just measuring her and like calculating her very quickly. She realizes he's an oracle.
Oh, all right.
And he just he's like, you know when somebody's like leaning up against the wall and they're bouncing their legs, so it kind of bounces them a little bit? He's doing that.
Okay. She'll reach out and lightly touch his arm.
He doesn't seem really affected by it. He doesn't stop her, but it also seems like he doesn't care.
She'll introduce herself. I'm Rose Nilsson.
Eric. This is stupid. I keep being told that I should do this, that I need to make myself available. He'll kind of like air quotes. That I need to see a sage so you people can do anything for me. Don't need a sage. I need answers. And I don't have any.
She'll look at him curiously. Answers about what?
He'll shrug. Why we don't just hit a huge reset button on everything? Why we're doing anything anymore to try, because anything that we do to make things better, to make things right, to fix anything is pointless. We have a goddamn idiot in the White House and around the world. Over and over again, countries fall with their highest leadership being... He looks like he's about to explode, so he shuts up and takes a deep breath. We know global warming is a problem. We know that things are a problem. We know that we are in a problem, and no one is doing anything about it. And anyone who is doing anything about it is shut down, and it's all going to hell. And I see that. I see where we're going to be in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And guess what? There's no 60 years past my vision. And I don't know if it's because I'm dead or because we all are.
She'll nod. I can see how that would be stressful for you.
Stressful? Parking tickets are fucking stressful, honey. This is fucking terrifying, and no one cares. No one gives a shit. They just go around with their little Twitters and their little Kardashians and their little Instagrams. Look at me. Trying to grab their 15 minutes of fame because they know deep down. He shuts up. You care. What do you care about? What do you know about anything?
She'll smile. I know what it's like to be down and not understand or know if you're going to get back up, uncertain of the future. I got lucky. One of two things could have happened to me. I could have ended up dead in a ditch somewhere, or where I'm at right now.
And where are you right now?
Here, standing in front of you, because obviously our paths were meant to cross.
He'll blink.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Never do I. But are you just saying that to basically stroke my ego? To get to think or
no, I actually believe it.
You're just trying to get into my head. You're taught to do this. You escorts, you're all the same. You're all the same.
I am not an escort. Not yet. I am not trained. I actually care.
And why do you care about me? You don't even know me. You don't know my story. You don't know where I've been. You don't know what I've done.
I don't need to know. All I know is that you're in pain. I need to soothe you. I was put here for that.
Pain? You think I'm in pain?
You are. Maybe not in a way that you might think, but you are.
Pain. I'm angry. And I'm hurt. Because I literally don't understand how people... We're so fucked that we literally have... People say history is doomed to repeat itself if you don't learn from mistakes of the past. It used to be back in the day, we used to think, oh, we're talking about the medieval times or the dark times or this or that. We literally are rolling back around on the 20s with Nazis popping back up. I thought that we might get some doo-wop or some nice flapper dresses back, but no, we have Nazis. What's it worth? What are we doing? Why? Nothing is of substance anymore. There's nothing left. Can't see anything. I can't see anything but pain and hurt and hatred, and the next 60 years just nothing but. He'll just shake his head. I try to warn people, I try to tell them. And they never listen to me. I could scream it in their faces. Watch out, this is coming, this is happening. I try.
People don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to recognize what's happening in front of them. They want to turn a blind eye, and they want to pretend that everything is okay. I hear you. I work with the homeless. Desperate people trying to claw their way back. I was once there too, right with them. They're faced with harsh truths and realities that you see in your visions. But yet they press on because they have hope. It's inspiring to see people so down to be so optimistic. I think we're going to get through the dark times, and we'll persevere because I think we have more hope than what people might give us credit for.
I want to believe you. I want to hear what you're saying. I want to so badly, but I can't, and I don't know why.
She'll reach out and stroke his cheek. Why can't you?
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever those monsters did to me, whatever those things did to me, I can't see anything good anymore.
She's gonna
Hurt.
move closer. She's gonna move closer and she's just gonna take him into her arms.
He's very stiff at first, and for a brief second, she's a little worried he might even push back or like physically move her away from him.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually relaxes. And although he's very stiff in her arms, he doesn't push her away. And he's just crying very hard.
Just gonna gently rock him back and forth and just stroke his hair. You're okay. I know that it has to be rough. So rough, but maybe instead of focusing so much on what is going to happen, you can try just live for today, for the moment. Try and have some semblance of happiness. Maybe that's the wrong word, but block it out for just a little while and enjoy.
I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how to block it out. I don't know how to make it
I
stop.
want you. She'll take his hand. I want you to feel something, if I may.
Okay.
She'll put his hand on her abdomen.
He'll furrow his brow for a moment, and she can feel Freya kind of not there for a second. It's not like she's not there, she's just dormant, basically.
Uh-huh.
And then she kind of like, ooh, dark thing. Let me make it bright again. Ooh, hello, hi. And she kind of like dances for a moment and like kind of like, I want to love this. And he'll kind of blink and his eyes unfocused and he kind of shakes his head, but it's almost like, yeah, snap, whoa, shit. And he'll kind of blink his eyes slowly. Oh. You're with child?
Not quite.
Not as a human is with child. You're with child, but not. He'll kind of. It's like he's. It's like it's his oracle abilities are starting to force themselves through, and he's kind of seeing what it is, and he'll blink.
Yes. She'll nod. Yes.
Oh. So beautiful.
Yeah. She's going to help. The future's not going to be so dark. She'll smile.
His thumb will caress her stomach as he kind of zones in and out, and he'll blink and shake his head. Maybe I was. Maybe we did cross paths for a reason.
She gives a smile. I told you. I don't believe in coincidences.
What can I do to make this better for her? What can I do to make...
Have hope. Believe in love and compassion. Believe that the world can turn itself around. Though your visions might paint a dark picture, maybe try and not read so much into them so literally. Perhaps it's a warning rather than an absolute truth. See what you can do to try and fix it. How you can be the change instead of trying to get others to change for you.
How I could be the change?
Yes, you're shown these things for a reason. Do you not think that you might be the vessel needed?
He'll blink at that for a moment. He's beginning to relax under her touch. I could be. His face softens and he'll look up at her.
She'll smile down at him, still stroking his hair. It's very motherly.
You said you work with people now who... You said you work with people?
I do. I run a homeless shelter.
Can I help? Can I... Even if I'm a volunteer, can I help? Please?
It's funny. Yes, actually. Would you be interested in, after a trial period, maybe doing it full time? I'm actually looking for someone to take over for me. Someone to hire to do my job so that I have more time for this kind of thing.
Oh, I don't... Yes. He'll nod.
All right. I'll give you a trial period, 2 weeks. And after that, if everything goes well, the job's yours.
A smile. Like a genuine, actual big smile. I could do something. I could be the change. And I could help others change, and then they'll help others change. And it'll start.
Now you're getting it. Yes. Pay it forward. It works wonders.
He grins so broadly. Thank you.
She smiles. She actually has some tears in her eyes, like.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Looks like we helped each other today.
Yeah, right? He'll squeeze her tight.
She'll squeeze him tightly as well. She'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
He'll blush, but it's an innocent blush.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll kind of touch her stomach again. We'll see each other again. He'll kind of say softly to her stomach.
She'll smile. Let me get you my card so you have the address.
He'll nod. Oh, I don't know what this means, but he'll kind of pull out a red scarf and hand it to her. I'm supposed to give you this.
She'll take it and smile. Thank you. She'll go grab her purse, which she kind of set down somewhere around, and hand him a business card.
And he'll smile and take it from her, and he'll actually give her a kiss on the cheek. I'll can I start tomorrow? Can I come by tomorrow?
She'll nod. Yes.
Okay. I'll be there. I'll bring my paperwork. I'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye. Like very excitedly, he basically like runs. Like definite skip in his step.
She smiles so big, and she'll sit down or lean against the wall and just kind of let out a sigh like, wow. She'll take the scarf and go find Liam.
When you see him basically sitting next to an older woman and it's a matron, not a matronly looking woman, but her hair is in a high bun. She's wearing kind of a long black dress. Very beautiful woman, but she's definitely older. And his fingers are kind of caressing the back of her cheek, and he looks like all the world, like he is fucking 100% there. And he'll lean over and he'll actually press his lips to hers very gently and give her a deep kiss, and it's actually very beautiful. And
Yeah, Rose will watch this.
he'll bite his lip as though he actually looks forward to their next meeting. And he'll say, until next time, Victoria. And she'll giggle. Actually, a very young laugh out of this woman. And she'll get up and kind of touch his chin, like with her thumb. So like, and she'll leave, and he looks like, and he'll kind of come over to her, like the stagger of like, oh God, yes.
Well, Rose has the biggest fucking smile plastered on her face. She's grinning like a goddamn idiot.
He'll smile. She is absolutely my favorite client. Oh my God. Let's just wipe his brow.
She kind of dangles the scarf in front of Liam.
He'll laugh at it, and he'll kind of snatch for it playfully.
That felt amazing.
It does feel amazing. This position is so satisfying.
He's going to work for me at my homeless shelter.
Well, that's definitely unorthodox, but hey, you do you, boo-boo. We all got our fetishes.
No, he...
Take the scarf and kind of drape it around his neck.
Got him to realize that instead of trying to scream things that he was seeing at others, that he should try and be the change himself. And I mentioned that I worked with the homeless, so he wanted to be the change.
I'll smile. Good. Well, Miss Nielsen, your parlor awaits.
She smiles. She's feeling herself right now. For sure. Like, even though, nothing about that encounter was sexual, she has just this immense satisfaction. And, yeah.
The one thing she notices that when she goes into her parlor, it just feels so wholly and completely hers. It's her zone. It's her space. And it just feels almost amazing.
Yeah, she's gonna be spending some time here for sure.
So, I think that's a good place to end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take you players for playing. Take you watchers for watching. Bye!